Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of Raw Politics. In this episode, I want to share with you 5 similarities between President Ruto and President Donald Trump. If that is something you want to watch, stay tuned. And if you are watching for the first time, please consider subscribing. Otherwise, let us jump right into the subject of the day. As you know, there are people who are claiming that Trump is so different from Ruto, that Ruto was more or less like a Biden, that with Biden losing through Harris, that is also indicative of Ruto losing. I want to differ. Actually, Trump and Ruto have more in common than what separates them. That is why I said that even if you look at the language President Ruto used on social media when congratulating uh, President Trump, it was of a friend, somebody who reminds you of your own struggles. First of all, you need to know that Trump has made 3 phone calls. He has called 3 heads of states in Africa. He has called the Egyptian president, he has called the South African president, and he has called the Kenyan president. Of course, Egypt, South Africa, and Kenya are very strategic. That is why I was telling you that it doesn't matter who is at White House. The relationship between Kenya and the United States will remain very strategic. There is nothing that will happen that will destroy that particular relationship. I want to tell you that these two gentlemen share so much. Apart from both being conservative to the core, people who don't fear sharing their views, however controversial they sound. The first similarity is that both Donald Trump and William Ruto were dismissed when they announced their candidature. For Donald Trump, everybody said he was just joking or doing it for fame. For Ruto, he was reminded that he was a nobody, that would not amount to anything, that perhaps he should vie, lose, maybe lose thrice as he waits. Some people even told Ruto he's still young, he should wait, that he was not going to win no matter what. Okay, so that is what they told Trump, and that is what they told Ruto. When Trump announced his candidature, he was dismissed as a joker, even by people who he thought were his friends. They turned against him and they were like, "This is a joker. This is not somebody who can win. This is just a TV guy, a billionaire who has some money and wants some fame. Is not somebody to be taken seriously." And so nobody took Donald Trump seriously, and the same happened with Ruto. Ruto was dismissed as a young person who had no chance of winning, especially considering he was going against seasoned politicians. Remember, Trump was going against Hillary with the backing of the Obamas. It was very difficult for Trump. That is why people would look at Trump and say, "Are you for real? You are not a match here. You are trying. You are just." They were like, "Trump is a joker. You are not a match." And Ruto was like, "You want to vie against Raila Odinga? Who do you think you are? A combination of Raila Odinga and Uhuru? That is, you are joking too much." So their candidatures were dismissed. Both of them, their candidatures were dismissed, yet they won. Number two, they also won on first attempt. Trump vied for presidency in 2016. That is the first time Trump was actually going for any political seat. And that was the first time he was going for the presidency. And he went for it and he won. William Ruto went for the presidency for the first time in 2022. Against all odds, against the expectations that you need to try, maybe thrice, fail twice, etc. to win, considering that everyone who had become president, unless it was handed over to them like Jomo Kenyatta and Moi, The others had to vie several times before they could become president. Uhuru had to vie, lose. Kibaki had to vie and lose. So they expected that Ruto was also going to vie and lose. But it never happened. Ruto went, vied for the first time, and he won. The same as Donald Trump. Donald Trump also vied for the first time, and he won. Number 3, similarity. They were both painted dark by the media and the establishment. Ruto was painted as the worst human being alive. Not only was he painted as the most corrupt person, he was painted as a murderer. Every other negative thing you can come up with, they put them together and they branded Ruto as the worst human being alive. And do I need to tell you what the media did to Trump? Trump was vilified, was painted as Hitler, as I don't know who. Every bad thing they could come up with, they painted Trump negative. And it was fought vehemently by the media and the system combined. It appeared as if Trump did not stand a chance, yet he went ahead and won. It also appeared as if Ruto did not stand a chance, yet Ruto went ahead and won. So these are people who are vilified by the media and the system, and they still overcame that. Trump and Ruto went through that vilification and came out stronger, came out victorious. That is number 3, ladies and gentlemen. Number 4, both of them are conservatives to the core. Now, Trump might not be all that conservative, but there are things Trump believes in that he is not afraid of speaking, even when it meant it was going to cost him votes. He was speaking his mind. He was very categorical on issues that dealt with culture. Trump would tell you, I do not support this, I do not support this, even when saying so was going to cost him votes from a particular group. Trump was conservative. He maintained his principles. And that was the same with William Ruto. William Ruto has maintained what he believes in, whether people mock him, whether people say what, William Ruto has maintained. Remember, there was a time they were even saying William Ruto could not meet Obama because he was so anti-homosexuality, okay? To the point that they were saying when Obama was coming to the country, William Ruto was not going to be allowed to meet him. But William Ruto maintained his stand. And he has maintained that even in the latest interview he did with the CNN, he told them that that is our stand. Even when the Supreme Court tried something here, he was categorical that as a country, this is our position. So you are looking at two gentlemen who are not afraid of sharing what their beliefs are, even when those beliefs are not popular. They are willing to stand by their beliefs. It doesn't matter who does not like those beliefs. They are willing to stand with their conservative beliefs. That is number 4. And number 5, ladies and gentlemen, the similarities between Donald Trump and William Ruto. They were going against a sitting president supporting another candidate. Yes. Trump, when he vied when Obama was in power, supporting Hillary. Even when Trump vied a second time, he vied when Biden was in power, supporting Harris. So these are candidates who went against candidates endorsed by system. They won against candidates endorsed by the system. Trump won against Hillary, endorsed by Obama, and Trump won against Kamala, endorsed by Biden. And Ruto won against Raila, endorsed by Uhuru Kenyatta. You see, ladies and gentlemen, these guys are similar. It's not what you are being told, that they are different. No. These are very similar people. They have gone through the same challenges and they have emerged victorious. And that's why I want to tell people who believe that Ruto is not going to get his second term, you should learn from Trump. Trump was vilified, painted negatively. Now he has his second term. And considering that they share so much with Ruto in terms of resilience and tenacity and the ability to go the extra mile even when it is tough, I can tell you Ruto will change Kenya the way Trump made life better for Americans in his first term and the way he's going to do it in his second term. Ruto will change Kenya in a way that when Kenyans are asked if they want to give Ruto a second term, they will. Because that is what has happened in the US, ladies and gentlemen. Trump just asked them a simple question. Were you better when I was president, or are you better now? And they said categorically, painting the map red. Trump won everywhere, painting the map red. They said categorically, we were better under you. So what Ruto will be asking people is that, were you better under Uhuru? Or are you better now? And I tell you, by 2027, ladies and gentlemen, Ruto would have done significantly better for the country, and things would have changed for the better, and people will be like, this is what we want. So that was just me sharing the similarities between Donald Trump and President William Ruto. Apart from them being friends, they also share a lot of things in common. They have gone through the same treatment in the hands of the media and overcame. And so if you found this video useful, let me know in the comment section. Please drop a like and share this video with your friends. And let's meet in the next video.